Humane manufacturing mats reduce bedding costs. They cushion animals' joints and muscles. Mats will not absorb moisture and animal fluids. You know, all of our recycled rubber mats and rubber floor products are made using only the best of the best, clean, green, and recycled. Antibacterial and antifungal agents are added during the manufacturing process, guaranteed not to curl or buckle as you see here. Rubber mats use the Lock Tough system. Use Humane manufacturing stall mats for all of your needs. Andis professional, lightweight, versatile grooming tools for a best-in-show finish with every stroke. With Andis Power Stroke, you have a heavy-duty, high-speed, power groom for professional results every time you clip. Also, get great horse grooming tips from Dana Boyd Miller and from Andis. Check us out at andis.com, also on Facebook and Twitter. In Wilton, California, just outside Sacramento, we are at the home of the California Cowgirls. It's a great, fast-paced rodeo action drill team, and they do some really great things. The drill team is a wonderful program. Drill is a wonderful sport. It's a great equestrian sport. And we're going to show you right now how you can make a team get involved. We're going to take you through a progression of a couple of young gals who have decided to join drill, come and meet the California Cowgirls, and eventually become a part of the team. And we're going to find out where it takes them. So right now, from beautiful California, well, let's go meet and find out all about the California Cowgirls.
Okay, girls, this is the Cowgirl Ranch. First time we've ever been here. I'm so nervous.
So excited.
Thank you.
I'm good enough. Thanks for the ride.
Thanks for coming with me. I'm so glad I talked you guys into this. Let's go and see what we're in for.
Hi. I'm glad you guys came. Hi. This is Becky, Autumn, and Kimberly, and these are the Cowgirls. And these girls are going to come and start riding with us this year. I've invited them to our first meeting so that we can go over some of the things for the year. We have all of our normal events this year, starting with the high school rodeo, culminating in, which is in March, culminating with the Draft Horse Classic in September. And I'm trying to build the team up. I want to get us from going over the hump of 12 to 16. There's an event on the horizon that promises to be very exciting, but I can't tell too much about it just yet. So these gals have contacted me, and I've contacted them, and they're ready to, you know, start to ride. And I'm sure they'll be fine. We seem, you know, we get everybody in. There's never any problem about that. So, because these gals will help you train. So, welcome, and have a seat. Becky, go ahead and take her into the center of the arena. Just let her, you know, she'll be okay. I know she's looking for her friends, but just keep her, take her into the center. And now extend her trot a little bit. Okay, see if you can get up to a little bit bigger circle. I know she's looking for her buddies. Kick her forward. It's okay. That's perfectly normal. That's good. That looks really good. And I like the way you're looking out ahead of yourself, which is good for drill too. You need not to look at your horse's ears or head, but you want to see where you're going, because that's in a drill team where you need to be looking. Well, can start. You go to the corner, turn diagonally across the arena, in threes abreast. Okay, now actually that's good, and then kind of start a circle that's going to come down to this end and come around. Still at a trot. And if your horse is having trouble with this, it's okay. Let them find their spot. Don't worry about anything right now except it's just comfort. Let your horse settle in and get used to this whole feeling. Okay, transition down to a trot again. Very nice. Okay, Mary, if you can, your first group, make a diagonal in your circle there and reverse your circle. Good. Very good. Just now take it nice and easy, and we're basically going to work on knowing where we are. So we might be a little raggedy here, but it's okay. Not to worry too much about that. Nice job. Oh, good, you guys. Girls, the three new ones, I want you in particular now, you follow the person in front of you. Kind of look around and see the distance that other people have, and that's kind of the distance you want between the horse in front of you and your horse. Very good. This is the chevron. The key to these maneuvers, new riders, is try to hold your horse in the spot that he needs to be. If he doesn't get squeezed very much or behind, then he won't feel threatened. If he's right in there, he'll be okay. So you don't want too much space. Keep trotting. You're going to do the diagonal pass. Just get through it. New riders, get ready, because this will be, your horse is going to be a little confused, going one direction. Suddenly you're going to make a sharp turn for a reverse. So guide them through, anticipate it so that they could stay up and not fall back. Good job. Good job of keeping those new horses pushed in there. Okay, very good. Tweet, tweet, stop. And left. In a military term. I'm going to learn a few things. This is good. We have a little practice to do, but it's going to be well worth it because now I can tell you what I alluded to when we first started today. And I just wanted to let you know that I got a phone call earlier this week, and we have been invited to the 2010 All-Tech World Equestrian Games. It's a very, very exciting and wonderful privilege, and it's something once in a lifetime.
We'd like to make your dreams come true at Active Riding Trips. Whether you're an active horseman, avid horseman, or part-time horseman, you can enjoy Active Riding Trips. You can ride the Gold Rush ride in the mountains of California near the Gold Rush Find, the hills of New England and Vermont, Virginia fox hunting, Tuscany to Ireland, and to South America. It's all there for you. You'll be treated like a king or a queen at ActiveRidingTrips.com. Get a hold of them. Make your dreams come true and make memories. Woodstar Products offers custom stalls for every barn and every barn style. Woodstar offers top quality design, construction, and customer service for every stall and barn need you can come up with. Custom built for you. Design your own stall with their new system online at woodstarproducts.com. Check them out. That's Woodstar Products. Well, welcome to Speaking of Horses. This, from the World Equestrian Games, is our World Equestrians After Dark. And this is like the next to the last night now that we're here at the Hilton Suites in Lexington Green. And we want to thank them very much for helping to make this possible, along with Equessentials, Dr. Tom Tweeton. And yeah, he's off camera. You girls are laughing. He's off camera doing his thing, you know. And also to Photonic Health with the light emitting healing lights that actually, I have to admit, really helped my knee back in the spring. And also a big thank you to Artique, the art gallery that's always supplying us with nice art and things to decorate the tables, and we appreciate Mike and everybody at Artique as well. Well, right now we're sitting here. Obviously, you see not just one guest, but a gaggle of guests. Okay. It's the California Cowgirls. They come with us from the... that's all right. You can cheer. That's fine. And they hail from, what, between Sacramento, San Francisco, all kind of up in that area. Are you all right in the same basic area?
No, we are.
Okay, you are? Put the microphone up a little closer
Central
there.
California,
Central.
Sacramento, and all of the surrounding areas, Georgetown, in other words, the foothills, Lodi.
Great. All over in that area, right. Well, I've worked with this group quite a bit. This is Sarah Curtis down here, and Sarah is, you wave with your same hand that you got the mic in. How's that? Yeah. This is Sarah down here. Sarah is the leader of the group, and I'm going to let Sarah introduce all the other girls that are here.
Okay, we have, I'll start in the front. This is Emily Jacobson, Jessica Hampton. They are our youngest and actually newest members of the team. Mary Mendoza, who happens to be my sister, if you see a resemblance. Kathy Fairbanks. And behind me is Sandra Hampton, Jessica's mom. Tavana Kenmuth, June Harrison, and Linda Ben Hayes.
So you got here with, now how many actually rode? I know some of the girls are on other assignment tonight, right?
Right.
But how many actually came to ride?
14 came to ride, including myself, and then they've been riding with 13.
Well, we understand, and we're not going to go into the long story about why it's 13.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
But they were in the opening ceremony for the World Equestrian Games, and did a fantastic job. The opening ceremony was a great production. The whole thing was really great. But I take it, I watch you every time you're drilling, and I'm just kind of sitting up there watching the enthusiasm. You have a lot of fun, right?
Yes, we do. That's the #1 rule.
That's the #1 rule, have fun. Number 2 is do a good ride.
Do a good ride.
And number 3, 4, and 5 are all spacing and spacing. Right?
Spacing and timing.
Right, you've got to do spacing and timing. So how long has the group been together?
Since 1994 and 5. We kind of started formulating the group in '94, and we started riding in '95.
And you've won a couple of national titles too, right?
We have.
Yeah.
We've won the Western States Drill Team Championship. We've won the Cow Palace Challenge Championship, the California State Horsemen's Association Championship, and not to brag, but multiple times for all of these championships. So we've done very well, and then we've done a lot of seconds, a lot of thirds, and a lot of not placed. So, you know, drill is not just like any other sport.
Well, the thing about drill, when you hit the arena, in the first 30 seconds to a minute, you know whether you got a good ride going or not, right?
You're right.
If it's clicking in that first 30 seconds, the tension goes away, the ride is on, and it's great. And if it goes in there and it's a little rugged at the start, it is drudgery all the way through, right?
It's hard to recover it. It's a job. But if you really keep riding it and you really just hang in there, no one can tell. You know, you come out and you feel like you were beat up, but if you just
nobody
stick
else
with
knows. It's like the years that I rode drill, you know, you say, look guys, if something goes wrong and you go wrong, just, figure something out, come back. Nobody in the stands knows your routine. Only you know the routine.
Exactly.
Only you're the one that knows you've made a mistake, right? So therefore, don't announce it to the world.
Exactly. Keep smiling.
That's right. Just keep right on going, So I know, I saw you a couple of years ago at Fiesta, the Spanish Horse in Burbank.
Yes.
Have you guys been back there? I didn't go last year. Have you been back there?
We did not either. We haven't been since the time we saw you.
Of course, I always see you in Sacramento, Western States.
Right.
You're kind of a mainstay there.
We are.
And although we sometimes don't know exactly when you're performing there.
It seems every year it's another challenge of some sort and another surprise.
It always is, and you just have to roll with it.
But we're always there, and we always ride.
But the one time in Sacramento that I will never forget, and if you'll remember this, before that Mag 7 that night, we did a special tribute because they were actually having the funeral services that day for Ronald Reagan. All right, just down a few miles, well, a few hundred miles south. But we did that special thing for Reagan in the arena, and you guys were the main part of it out there.
I remember, right at sunset.
Right at sunset, and we were doing this tribute, and you had to be there to appreciate this, but right when they pull up, and we go to the national anthem. The sun is absolutely beautiful in the sky because my announcer stand faces to the west. And yeah, it does face the sun, I can attest to that. But it was setting just so beautifully. You could not have drawn that picture any better than that tribute to Reagan at that time when that was, and the services were actually going on that day just down the road. So I will never forget that because the picture was absolutely perfect.
It was beautiful.
You didn't get a picture of that, did you? Did somebody take a picture of that?
I'm sure there's some available. I'll need to look.
We gotta find one of those because if somebody took a picture, I'd love to have one because you couldn't duplicate it.
We were all in tears though, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike is
No,
the one
this-
that has the pictures.
This is the mic.
No, Mike has the pictures.
Mike has the picture. Oh, that mic. Okay.
Yeah, he said Mike has the pictures.
I've made a real impression on you, haven't I?
No, Wayne, he has the pictures.
Oh, geez. I would love to.
We'll find 'em. I'll
if
find
you
a
have one of
picture.
that, email it to me or whatever the
will.
modern technologies are. But it is, it's great. But you guys are always fun to work with. I always have a ball when you're out there, and I always wish I had my horse.
Oh.
Not that you allow men to ride with you.
No, not usually. But I'm always happy when you are announcing for us.
You're all
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. So what's on your agenda for next year? Any big things you got coming up?
Next year, after this year, that's a hard question to answer because we focused so much for the last 2 years on of course, the Equestrian Games. But I think that there's, the same sorts of things that are happening as far as in drill team, the same kind of competitions. I don't think we'll undertake anything huge like the U.S. Equestrian Drill Team Association's competition yet, and that's in Texas.
That's in Texas.
I might not talk them into that trip until.
Yeah, that's the what? Super ride they call it? The super ride. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is,
Well-
but we'll be all over California, especially, and some in Nevada, and for both our performances and competitions.
Well, I know it. Getting ready for and bringing the horses and all of the troop here from California to Lexington for the World Games and then be here 16, 17, 18 days, whatever it is. I know it's like right now. I'm beginning to wonder. I can't remember how many days it's been. All right, but it's it is quite a deal to do that. And I know after this you kind of want to go home and go. Phew.
I know.
But it's like the avid golfer. If somebody calls you up 2 days later and said, "Hey, we got a deal over here," you'll be there.
Oh,
I bet you'll be
We're
there.
already hoping that that someone invites us somewhere.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Now, I don't want to. You were invited, I think, to the closing ceremony, but
Yes.
some of the horses have to leave. Is that right?
Well, I don't think they're going to be leaving now. I think we will be there, with the horses and as a team. After all, we've decided that
All right.
we could not miss out.
That's great. You got to be there for closing ceremony.
It was not in the original plan for the California Cowgirls to be in the closing ceremonies. We were going to be in the closing ceremonies for the Equine Village. So once we were invited, it was just too special to pass
Well, now,
out.
hey, that's right. Now we get to have you ride in the closing as well.
Yes,
All right.
Yep.
We
will be there.
No, that's great. Good. Now, that's only going to be about 5 minutes apiece. That's got to be an abbreviated version in the closing ceremony at Equine Village. And then you get to go over and be in the closing ceremonies for the games. You might as well, you're here.
You've got to finish it through.
You've got to finish it off and do the games. Absolutely. All right. We really thank you guys for being with us. I appreciate you all putting on, you've been wearing these things all day, and I make you come down here in them at night. But really appreciate it. And we had a little deal before we started. Now, how are we going to close this? Let's go. To you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'll get out of this. They're doing too good. That's good. That's good. Thanks to California Cowgirls. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We really appreciate it. All right. And we'll be back with more of World Equestrians After Dark right after this.
Yeah, yeah. She talks about him, dreams about him, thinks about him all the time. She's got to have him, be lost without him. You can see it in her eyes. What is it? What is it with girls and horses? She says, now when I was a young girl, they were my whole world. They were my one safe place. Now that I'm older, I still lean on their shoulders. I still feel like that girl some days. What is it? What is it with girls and horses? Sometimes I wanna give up, throw up my hands and say enough's enough. But that's when I go and stand love and run away till I'm okay, until I'm not afraid of staying in the game. Maybe that's what it is with girls and horses. Well, I talk about him and I dream about him. I live to love him and I love to ride. I'll always have him, be lost without him. There's magic in those gentle lines. What is it? What is it with girls and horses? What is it? What is it with girls and horses? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Girls and horses.
Speaking of horses is made possible by Equessentials Horse Care Products, for products developed by a horse person, for horse people, and horse use. Please check out Equessentials Horse Products. They have all the products you need to perfectly care for your horse's coat and physical appearance and well-being. Equessentials. Gooseberry Natural Feed was created to provide healthy products, basic nutrition, and enhance the digestive system and process in all equines. Gooseberry has certified organic ingredients for a total health feed. To learn more about Gooseberry Natural Feed, contact them at gooseberrynaturalfeed.net.